What up, this is Rama covering movies, TV, and entertainment. Here's my review of HBO series Westworld Season 4. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to HBO for granting me the screeners to the first 4 episodes of this new season. It goes without saying that even though I will not be spilling spoilers here, this review is mainly for those of you, my fellow Westworld fans, who already know what's up. Let me start by saying that I freaking love this show. Now, mind you, this is a show unlike any other, meaning Season 2 looks slightly different than Season 1, and Season 3 took place almost entirely in the quote-unquote real world. And trust me, this new Season 4 also has its own set of surprises, so you never quite know exactly what you're gonna get with Westworld, on top of the super layered mysteries that have hints and clues and Easter eggs all over. Plus, the way the writers mess with the timelines is just insane. Wait, that's not all. Nobody ever really dies in Westworld, so the story and the characters keep morphing and evolving. And yes, while it does play on the old sci-fi concepts of destiny versus free will, but Westworld presents it in the most mind-melting, ambiguously addictive way that I just can't get enough of it. Which takes us to this new Season 4, and although it's always tough to judge a show based on just the first few episodes, I can confidently promise you that you are in for yet another astounding TV experience. Season 4 is even more cerebral, more merciless, more twisted. As a lifelong fan of Western, do I feel bummed out that the show has moved on away from that setting? Yeah, I kinda feel sad about it. But hey, the new theme park in Season 4 rocks the old-timey gangster fan in me. I'll tell you more, so stick around. Created and executive produced by Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy and based on the film written by Michael Crichton, the Emmy-winning drama series returns for its 8-episode 4th season Sunday, June 26 on HBO and HBO Max. In Season 4, a dark odyssey about the fate of sentient life on Earth. Starring Evan Rachel Wood, Thandie Newton, Ed Harris, Jeffrey Wright, Tessa Thompson, Luke Hemsworth, Aaron Paul, Angela Sarafian, Daniel Wu, and James Marsden. Now, I know you want to hear details on your favorite characters and what happens to them, so on and so forth. Again, this is a spoiler-free review, so there's only so much I can share with you here without getting myself in trouble. Now, if you recall, at the end of last season, Dolores died, but is she really dead though? Really? Bueller? Her pearls kinda make copies of herself in other characters, but anyways, voila! Enters Evan Rachel Wood as a new brunette named Christina, a storyteller who apparently works at some sort of a virtual business. But little does she know that her stories may or may not affect actual people. Well, that's a recurring theme, right? That we've seen throughout this show, of how storytellers play God and sometimes play fast and loose with the fate of the characters they created. Christina has no recollection of Dolores, but my theory is that there's traces of Dolores in there somewhere, although none of those questions are fully answered in these first few episodes. Christina is separate, far away from the rest of the group. Maeve, Caleb, and the man in black, aka Older William, all 3 of whom constantly cross paths and constantly fight anytime they meet, even more so now than ever before. Think of their dynamics this way. Caleb is like Sarah Connor, Maeve is like Arnold's Terminator, and the man in black, aka William, is like T-1000. And their feud takes them through bizarre and sometimes nostalgic places. You'll definitely geek out if you've been a fan of this show as much as I am. The visual effects remain spectacular and the performances remain outstanding, especially Aaron Paul, who this time gets to really dig deep into his character's emotional arc now that Caleb has so much more to lose. And Thandie is just an absolute badass. She's the kind of woman you'd want to have on your side because she'll fall down twice and get back up 3 times. As far as the mystery goes, it's puzzling and perplexing, thing, but I gotta say, it's not that difficult to wrap your head around, and the ball seems to be rolling a lot faster this time and more action-packed, compared to previous Season 3, which was excruciatingly slow and confusing. I mean, it took me a while to connect the dots in Season 3, whereas here in Season 4, the lines on the sand are a lot clearer, which makes the villain Charlotte Hale even more ruthless and frightening. Okay, you wanna know the new theme park? Well, you may have seen glimpses of it in the trailer, but yeah, it's the era of Tommy Gun mobsters. In other words, Season 4 gives you its own version of Boardwalk Empire, so to speak. Now, when it comes to its mechanism and its features, well, you'll just have to find those out for yourselves. But yeah, the production and the costume designs did a remarkable job of creating that whole authentic environment down to the last detail. I personally like Western a tad bit more, but if I were a tourist, I wouldn't mind chilling in a place where everybody walks around looking like Al Capone. So, in conclusion, Season 4 is gripping, it's thought-provoking, it's consequential, and the twists and turns are juicier. The writers and showrunners have definitely crafted another brilliant follow-up to keep you guessing and keep you seated all the way through to the end.